Newsroom. Joining me now is Congressman Jason Smith, Chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. Congressman, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's great to be with you.
Let's get right to it. You just became Chairman of the powerful House Ways and Means Committee. Tell us what's first on your agenda.
You know, we're really excited about the opportunity. The fact that the House Republicans won the majority, we can now make sure that the Ways and Means Committee is focused on priorities that deliver for working class families, farmers, and small business owners. Our priorities are going to make sure that we help grow jobs, help increase wages, paychecks for people in the working class, family farmers, small businesses, create financial security. Those are the items that we need to work towards, and that's what we'll deliver on.
You're saying you want to deliver for the working class. What specific tax and trade policies are you looking at here?
You know, I want to put it this way. We're going to be doing things differently. The Ways and Means Committee, in my opinion, will become the People's Committee. And the best ideas are those that's closest to the people. We're going to be having field hearings throughout this country to talk to real Americans and figure out the solutions that we need to be pushing in Washington, D.C. to make their lives better, whether it's in the tax space or whether it's in trade space or whether it's in healthcare. That is where we're going to get the ideas. I want to have hearings that will discuss the 2017 Tax Cut and Jobs Act. I want to go provision by provision and highlight what worked and what didn't work exactly how it might have, and where we could make modifications to improve various programs, or what tax aspects do we might need to change. But more importantly, we have to use the tax code and trade policy to make sure that our country is energy independent. We need to make sure that our country has food security, and we need to make sure that our country is medically secured when you're looking at all the supply chains. And if we can use the tools of tax and trade, but getting those ideas from the American people of on the ground field hearings in places all over this great nation, that's what we're going to do. And then those policies are going to rise up.
First, when can we expect those hearings throughout the country, and what locations are you specifically looking at?
Absolutely. I've been chairman for just over 48 hours. This is one of the fastest drinking out of a fire hose, but you know what? We're able to do it, and we're going to do it very quickly. We're setting up our team. The committee has not even all been confirmed. It won't be for about another week and a half to the 10 new members are officially confirmed before we can even have our first organizational committee hearing, and then we're going to hit the ground running. And we're not going to go to areas that you would expect, like these huge metropolitan areas. We're going to be going to communities that have been overlooked. We'll be going to places throughout the country, whether we're focusing on energy, whether we're focusing on agriculture, whether we're focusing on healthcare, but it's going to be throughout the entire nation.
And these will be filmed. Will the public be privy to these hearings?
Absolutely. We want to have the most transparent government because this is for the people. We will be the People's Committee that will deliver for the strongest economy in another generation.
And you mentioned the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. What provisions of that act back in 2017 worked off the top of your head, and what do you think would need to be changed?
Well, the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, without a doubt, led to the best economy in a generation, the lowest unemployment in 50 years, the highest gain in individuals' wages. A lot of provisions worked, and those are the provisions that we need the American people to be on record of supporting, or what provisions they think are not working. And they need to be the provisions that deliver for working class families and small businesses and farmers. That is where our priority is. Our values have not changed as a party. Our priorities have, though.
So are you going to go to these hearings with an open mind, see what the people want, and then make those provisions from there?
Of course. We are going to create the policies and the legislation from the bottom up. I know it's a new approach, but we all have over 750,000 citizens that we represent who are our bosses, and we need to deliver for those individuals. And the way that we deliver on promises that we all campaigned on is to go boots on the ground, meeting with them, getting the solutions from them. We don't need the solutions from K Street. We need the solutions from Wall Street.